Hey, friends, family, fans, welcome to our hangout. Shelly Campbell coming at you. Also, we have on the panel Anthony Trosclair and Chris Humala. And I'm going to go ahead and start us off with saying, please remember to jot down on your calendar that we do this every Wednesday at 6 p.m. And we'll talk about different topics each week. And if there's a topic you'd like us to cover, feel free to get a hold of one of us on Facebook or through Google and let us know what you'd like us to talk about, and we will be happy to cover that for you. So today we're going to talk on a few different subjects. Affirmations is one I wanted to cover because it's something that I personally have been working on for the last couple of months. Why was I working on affirmations? Why would I even try? Because I needed something to help me regain some belief in myself. And so I had started doing daily affirmations because I read that our minds believe 90% of what we tell them. And so if we feed our brains with good information and tell it the information we want it to hear, we're going to not just feed it good things, but we're going to feed both the conscious and the unconscious level. So basically, what's an affirmation? An affirmation is something that you are affirming with yourself. So say you want to lose weight, you would affirm that you want to lose weight by saying, I am healthy, I am happy in the body I live in, which is actually one that I say to myself every day. Before, when my face was all messed up and broke out with acne, I started saying before it even cleared up that my face is healthy and my skin is clear. And why? If you look at some of my YouTube videos, I was actually looking at some of my old ones from last year and the year before, and wow, what a difference. So in my opinion, the affirmations have helped me, and from what I have been reading and over the last few years and all the videos and on how to be successful that I've watched, it goes back to affirming, and abundance, creating wealth and abundance goes back to affirmations. And affirming with yourself, things that you believe or want to believe, and maybe you've been fed, I was watching one fellow the other day, and he said, when you watch television, it's telling lies to your vision. And so when we feed ourselves negativity, it's going to make us feel more negative. But when you feed yourself positivity and the things you really want, then you're going to feel better. So I was just going to go over like 7 affirmations. Now, I have a list of affirmations, actually. It's 4 pages long, 5 pages long now, actually 6, because one of my affirmations, every morning I get up and I say, I am so happy and grateful now that my old annual income has become my monthly income. And even though that may not be true yet, I believe in my heart that that will be true soon, because as long as I continue to tell myself that, I'm telling the universe that, I'm telling my brain that, and therefore my activity and my motivation is going to be there. So that's just one of them. And if you listen to Bob Proctor or some of these other professionals online that talk about how to become successful, they're going to tell you the same thing. And so that's one of the things I've been doing on a daily basis. And so I'm going to just go, and you might want to grab a pen and paper and write these down and just say these to yourself in the morning and then at night each day, because it's going to help you. Marty, turn that TV down before you even turn it up. So I've been trying to get my son to quit watching as much television because I told him the same thing. Television tells lies to your vision. And so I personally don't like watching television. I don't think it's good for us. I like to watch a movie every now and again. But anyway, so my 7 affirmations, because I don't want to take up the whole hour. I want to be able to share the hour with Anthony and Chris. The number 1 affirmation is, I matter and what I have to offer matters. And you should repeat these to yourself 3 times. And you should say it, you're reconnecting your mind, your heart, and your mouth with everything you believe. If you believe it, you can say something and not believe it, okay? Or you can say something and you can make yourself believe it. It's kind of like the old what do they say, where they do a test and they give somebody one pill that's a sugar pill and the other pill that's actual pill, and then they test, and a lot of times the sugar pill works just as well as the regular pill does because people believe it's going to work for them. So that's what 7-day affirmation. And I say 7 days because if you can do 7 days, then you can do every day, and you can get yourself in a routine. And it was funny because I was telling my son this morning before I went completely to working at home, and before I would get up, I would say a few quick prayers, I would get dressed, and I'd head out the door to go to work. I never had time for affirmations. I never had time for anything, because the minute I hit the floor, I was running. And since I've been able to be at home and working from home straight up, I've been able to get up and do my affirmations and say my prayers without being in a hurry and spend time actually exercising. And like today I got into some Qi Kwang, which is really awesome. I'm going to recommend that for everybody. I did about 11 minutes of it this morning, and I felt really great. I still feel really great. Anyway, so the number one first affirmation is, I matter and what I have to offer matters. So you should say that 3 times every day. And the number 2 is, I believe in my ability to unlock new ways of thinking and free myself of new ways of living. So I believe in my ability to unlock new ways of thinking and free myself of new ways of living. Number 3, I love and approve of myself. How often do we not love ourselves? How often do we look around for other people's approval? So by saying that you love and approve of yourself each day, you're actually going to feel that love. How can we expect others to love us if we don't love ourselves? I've often said, how can I be good for anybody if I'm not good for me? So I love and approve of myself. Number 4, I am more than good enough and I get better every day. I am more than good enough and I get better every day. So we can each get better every day, and we're more than good enough. We are all more than good enough, but we've been lied to by society, making us feel like we're not. So reaffirm you are good enough and that you're better every day. Number 5 is, I will not waste time on self-pity and sadness. I have too many gifts to share. I think that we all have gifts to share, and a lot of us forget that. So I will not waste time on self-pity and sadness. I have too many gifts to share is number 5. And number 6, my message is 1 in a million, and I will share my story with unapologetic authenticity. How often have you talked to somebody about your life or some portion of your life that you were too embarrassed to even talk about? I know there have been times for me that I've tried to share things or tried to relate to someone and almost didn't want to say what I'd gone through because I was too embarrassed, embarrassed that I got 3 kids or 6 kids with 3 different fathers. I was always kind of a judgmental one back in the day. I didn't want to be, I didn't think that it was right for a woman to have multiple children by multiple people, but in my own experience, I found that you never know what life's going to throw at you. You don't know what somebody's gone through. You don't know until you've gone through it yourself how that even could happen. But I'm here testimony. I've got 6 different kids from 3 different men. My first husband died of cancer after 3 children. My second husband was an alcoholic, and after 5 years of marriage, I couldn't stand being with him anymore. I was ready to commit suicide being around him because he was so negative, and then physically, mentally abusive. And then my third baby's dad, he was bipolar, and I didn't know what bipolar was. He got abusive, and I loved myself too much to continue to be in a relationship that was damaging to me. So I ended up with 6 children with 3 different fathers because I made choices for me to be better and not be in bad situations. So, it just goes to, back into being unapologetic and authentic, So my message is 1 in a million, and I will share my story with unapologetic authenticity. And then number 7, I will wear my victories on my sleeve and give myself recognition. So that's pretty cool, right? Because we don't always give ourselves recognition. We have victories, and sometimes we don't even share those victories with anyone else. The other day I was, in fact Monday, someone was getting on me saying, my partner, he was getting on me and he was saying, you're working this home business and I'm paying all the bills. And I looked at him and I said, well, you got to give me a chance to, you got to give me a chance to make some money here. And he says, well, have you made any money yet? And I said, well, yeah, I've made some money. It's not as much as I want yet, but yeah. And of course, he didn't see it because he's not in my back office and whatnot. And then all of a sudden, a check comes in the mail. And I was really happy. I was wearing that victory on my sleeve. I was excited to share that I'd gotten a commission check in the mail. It was funny too because I had actually said like last week that I'd made that amount. But proof is in the pudding. People don't see it until they see it. And unfortunately, it's with the company that it's against compliance to actually post your checks online. So I was told I posted it, and then I was told by my upline I had to take it down and just take a picture of myself, and that had to be good enough. But I was really excited about that, especially because it was a company that I just started with like a week and a half ago. So anyway, I do these affirmations every single day, and I actually just started with these 7 today, in addition to the other 4 pages that I do, well, 5 pages that I do. And I do that because I'm reconfirming everything that I believe about myself, that I have gifts to share, and the more I share, the more I shine, and the more I shine, the more I can share. And that I love myself, and I love being in my body, and that I make nourishing choices. Those are all things that, I have to do for me to make me feel, to understand, to hear what I'm saying. If you want to have a better relationship with money, you might want to talk about having money. Get in the feeling of the affirmation of how it feels to be wealthy before you actually have that money. Every day I say like 11 times in the morning, I'm so happy and grateful that my old annual income has become my monthly income. And I believe wholeheartedly that will happen, that will come true, because that's my goal. So anyway, that's what I had to share. And before I pass it on to Anthony, I'm going to say we've also got this Project Titan pre-launch going on. If you haven't signed the NDA to check it out, to get on the videos and see what that's all about, you want to get on there. I don't care who you contact one of us and get the link so you can check it out. Right now we got a 3 easy pay plan, so anybody can literally get in. I mean, we all paid, what is it, $1,094 to get in on it, and now you can make one payment of $397 and get in and start making money right away, and you can actually pay for your subscription in 3 payments, or you can sell one and pay off your whole subscription. And it's just something you really want to get into, and I've posted the link. You can check it out. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and pass it on over to Anthony. See what Anthony's got to say.
Thanks, Shelly.
You're very
As
welcome.
always, very inspirational. Thanks for being so amazing. I gotta say it every time. It's really nice listening to you talk. What Shelly was saying though was you can make 100% commission on your first sale with Project Titan. So even if you get in for the $397, you can make one sale and it pays off the rest of your payments. And so then you're already in the clear, and then the next sale you make, you're in profit. I mean, what business out there can do that? You start a lawn care business, and you have to buy all this equipment, you have to hire people, you have to get a truck, you have to go out there and spend gas. You probably won't even get into profit for the first month or 2 that you're cutting grass. This, you can start getting into profit right away. So what I want to talk to you guys about today is, and I want you guys to listen carefully, because over the next 20-25 minutes, however long I'm talking, I want you to listen closely, because what I'm fixing to share with you guys is going to change your life, okay? And I want you to look down deep inside of yourself and realize that everything that I'm saying you can do, okay? And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I believe in you guys, and I believe that you can do anything. So what I'm going to be talking about today is personal development in a general state, okay? And personal development can be so many different things, okay? It can be doing affirmations, it can be reading a book, it can be going and getting your physical health back, it can be anything that develops you as a person, okay? And so many people, they don't actually do anything. They watch TV, they watch the news, they go to their job, they come home, they go to sleep, they watch TV, they get into this cycle where they don't ever progress themselves. They don't ever go out and learn anything that makes them a better human being at the end of the day. And I challenge you to do something every day that makes you a better person, whether that's yoga, whether that's running around the block, whether that's doing affirmations like Shelly's doing, whether it's reading for 30 minutes a day. Personally, I read 30 minutes to an hour every day. Okay. I also, something I just started this morning was I started waking up, and the first thing I do is I run around the block. Okay, just to get the blood pumping and start my day off with a little bit of exercise. And then I started taking cold showers, which is really, really difficult to do. Let me just tell you that. And the reason why I do that is because we live in a world that is surrounded by comfort. Okay. And I mean, hell, even my chair, it's comfortable, you know. We have the ability to sleep in a warm bed. We have the ability to change our AC to 68 or 72, or if it gets cold, we can make it warm. I mean, we get to take the elevator instead of the stairs. We get to drive to work. I mean, it's ridiculous how convenient everything is. And our bodies will get used to that comfort level. And so by stepping out of your comfort level, you're reaffirming to your brain that you can do things that are hard. Okay? And so what I started doing was I started thinking about it this way. I was like, man, I don't ever want to go to the gym. I don't ever want to sit down and work for 6 hours. But, you know, and I got kind of, you know, lazy. I'm not going to lie. I started getting lazy, and I was like, well, how can I turn this around? And so I decided that I can start doing, forcefully putting myself in difficult situations to reprogram my mind to be okay with uncomfort. Because, let's face it, we live in a world where everything is comfortable. Okay? And so I started taking cold showers, because that is you're forcing yourself to put yourself in an uncomfortable position, and therefore it's easier to do the next time, and it's easier to do the next time. Okay? And so personal development is huge, and I want to touch on one more topic. Okay? And if you look at any millionaire, okay, or the top 10 most rich people in the entire world, okay, they all have something in common, and that's that they read. Okay, they all read. Okay, and most of them read for 2 to 6 hours a day. Okay, because they realize that the universe will give you what you're worth. Okay, and if you don't improve yourself, then you're not going to be worth as much, and therefore you won't make as much. Okay, and it kind of ties into everything you do. Okay, if you're a negative person, then people aren't going to want to be around you. Okay, if you aren't intelligent, then you're not going to have that really good job. But if you constantly improve yourself, then you will see that the universe will open up, and you will start making more money. You will also start having more friends. You will, if you start improving every aspect of your life, you will see increases in every aspect of your life because you're making yourself a better human being and worth more on all fronts. Okay? And I've personally seen this, the power of this, with my own, with my own life. I have started to read every day. I've started to put myself out of my comfort zone. I've lost 53 pounds already in the last year. And that's all personal development, And I have changed into a much better human being. A year ago, I really didn't care about other people, okay? And now I honestly can say that I love every person I meet, okay? And like the other day, I was at Walmart and I was returning an air filter because I accidentally bought the wrong size for my air AC system. And this woman walks up and she looks like she's in a real hurry and she's aggravated because there's only one attendant and there's a little bit of a line, and I'm like, I'm not in that much of a hurry. You go right on ahead, And it's the little things like that that make you a better person. Whenever you're like, yeah, I can do this to help somebody, So real quick, I want to go ahead and let you guys know that we are committed to being there for you guys, okay? We're taking the time out of our day for you guys because we love you and we care about you and we want every person who's watching this to succeed, okay? That's why we're here, okay? And we are going to be here every single week on Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Eastern, every single Wednesday for you guys, okay? And you can invite your friends, you can invite your family, you can contact us. Hey, if you have something you want to say, we'll let you guys talk on it too, we're here as a community for everybody, okay? And we don't want to let anybody feel left out. So with that, I want to go ahead and pass it on over to Chris, because we did start a little bit later than we thought. So, Chris, you ready to come on out? I don't know if you got your mic started. Oh, there you go. Oh, maybe. Say something, Chris.
Hey everyone, Chris here. I look much brighter now that, you gotta think outside of the box, right? And all this time that I've been doing videos, how hilarious is that? I put the light bulb on this side, and it's like, it ain't working, And just the other day, maybe about last week or so, I thought, man, why do I look so black? So I put the light bulb in the front of me, and now I look so white, You got to get out of your doggone comfort zone. Think outside of the box, I say it so much, think outside of the box, and look at that. Now I look lighter, right? I don't look dark. I'm like, my God. How terrible is that, right? Something so small. And look at that. All I have to do is just move the light bulb over. Did I research that on YouTube? No. What did I do different? I just moved the light bulb over there. That's all. How hard is that? My gosh, I gotta tell myself, thank you, Chris. You thought outside the box. But then again, it's not about me. I mean, this happens to everybody, right? Just the smallest little thing. I mean, it don't cost you nothing other than just a little bit of thinking, right? Anyway, affirmation, self-development, man, that hurts. That hurts my head. Because affirmation, my gosh, that's a lot. How many letters is that in that word? I have no idea. But if I write it out, I'll find out, right? Affirmations. What is it? What is it that you believe in? What is it that you're working on? It could be a project, something big, something small. Check this out. Check this out. I'm going to read something from this book right here. Okay? This is what it means to me. Here's the problem. Most people are thinking about what they don't want. And they're wondering why it shows up over and over again. One more time. Here's the problem. Most people are thinking about what they don't want. And they're wondering why it shows up over and over again. Why does it show up over and over again? Because you're thinking about it. You're focusing on what you cannot do. You're focusing on what will not happen. And no matter what you're thinking about, you're going to get a result, whether it's positive or negative. Bottom line, that's just the way it is. You're going to get a result, whether it's positive or negative. The majority of us, we think inside the box. I got an exercise right now. Thank you, Shelly, and thank you, Anthony, for sharing. And I was thinking about, oh my God, outside of the box? Oh my goodness. Here's this exercise right here. Oh my gosh, how do you connect these 9 dots with 4 lines? 4 lines with this 9 dots. Okay? Watch this. Number 1 problem. I'm going to ask the people on the panel. Shelly, you're up first. What is the number 1 obstacle that you normally face? Name 1 obstacle.
One obstacle I normally face?
Right.
Self-doubt.
Huh?
Self-doubt.
Okay, so doubt. So self-doubt. Okay. Next person on the panel is Anthony.
I'd say my biggest one is procrastination and
Procrastination.
being unmotivated most of the time.
Okay.
Well, I get unmotivated from time to time. I wouldn't say it's all the time. And I already think I have an idea of how to connect all the lot. Do it with. I would do it with 1 line, in my opinion.
Okay.
I wouldn't do it with 4. I'd do it with just 1.
Okay. What's the next one you got over there, Shelly? He's got 2, so can you give me 2 more?
You're muted, Shelly.
Sorry about that. I would say definitely procrastination would be another one for me.
Oh, that's taken.
Oh, I got to come up with something new?
Yeah, you sure do.
Well, that's my big one. Let's see here. Obstacles. Time management would be one of
Okay.
my obstacles.
Okay. I need 1 more.
Okay. Let's see. Another obstacle. Patience.
Okay. You got 1 more?
Seriously? You're really
Yeah.
making me think.
Yeah,
I'll cover you,
of course.
Shelly. I'll get this next one.
The reason why is because, people want to know.
Okay.
What challenges,
So,
What challenges you got right now?
well, I always got challenges. So let's see.
What do you do normally on a daily basis running your business?
A lot. So
Name it.
Huh?
Name it. Name what obstacle you got.
Well, I wouldn't call it an obstacle because it's just something I do. Time management's definitely one of the biggest things. Organization.
See, there you go. Organization. You got 1 more for me?
Jesus, you said 2. Now we've gone into 4.
One more.
I'll get the next one.
Let's see here. So,
I got you, Shelly. I'll get the next one. It's I have a problem with friends and family not believing in me.
Okay, friends and family. Okay, I need 1 more from you.
For
But
me,
Shelly, you still got one more.
Okay, can I think on it while Anthony speaks?
Okay, go ahead.
um, I think my other one is there's just not enough time in the day.
Oh, we got time.
I honestly, I wish, well, I mean, to me, I wish the days were longer.
Go for
Uh,
one more.
feel
We
the
already
same
got time
way.
management on here.
Okay. Well, let's see here. Um, we've already got self-doubt.
Right?
Um, maybe faith, believing.
Working. Well, what are you working on right now?
What am I working on?
Yeah, what are you working towards, I should say?
Right now, I'm trying to master Facebook PPC, and some of the course that I'm taking is a little bit very, very technical and not very entertaining. And so to sit down for an hour and a half and try and learn all these little tiny specific things, I need to know them all, but it's very easy for me to say, man, I really don't want to go do that. And I'd rather go and maybe shoot a video or go on Facebook and meet some people, or even though I should be mastering Facebook PPC to be able to bring my business to the next level.
So basically, you're saying you're working towards your dream.
Oh yes, definitely.
Okay, there we go. Your dream. So
Wait,
that's
how's
what
his
you're
dream
working.
an obstacle? Just because he's, I mean, I understand the frustration. It is difficult when you're sitting there and you got, like I just said the same thing in the accountability group last night. Does anybody else feel overwhelmed?
Overwhelmed.
You know?
Okay, you see, you got it. You got it.
Being overwhelmed.
Okay, so thank you so much for participating for the both of you guys, and let me go ahead and jump back on. Okay,
That,
so that was what was that called? That was the 9 dots, right? Right here. We got self-doubt, we got procrastination, motivation, time management, patience, organization, friends and family, distractions, dream, and majority of us, we always feel overwhelmed because there's too many things that is going on, right? How do you connect these 9 dots? Many of us might try to go, right? How do you connect these 9 dots with only 4 lines, right? And for Anthony, he said he can do it in one line. Can you show me that in one line? I mean, go ahead and put those 9 dots on your sheet of paper and show me how you just connect those 9 dots with one line. I mean, this is pretty interesting. But 9 dots with 4 lines. Many of us will try to go like, okay, like this, this, this. So that's 3. And oh God, I only got my 4 lines, but I still got this dot left behind. How did it happen? So now all of a sudden, okay, so I start working, okay, what if I go like this? That's 1, then I go here, that's 2, 3, 4, but I didn't connect this dot right over here. You see? And then I try it again. And I go here, I go here, I go here, that's 3, and then I go there. But I missed this line over here. And I still can't get 4 lines with try to connecting all the 9 dots. What the heck is happening here? You see, many of us, we get frustrated because we're always thinking inside the box, right? We're always thinking inside the box. So how is it that we can get these line dots right here to go and only make it with 4 lines? You want to see it? Shelly, you ready? You ready, Shelly? Okay, watch this. What if we went like this, right? What if we went all the way off the paper and then we came, oh gosh, I don't have space. You see, I'm stuck in my comfort zone. I can't go off the paper because I didn't make the paper long enough, right? And then all of a sudden I came all the way down here, right? We came all the way down here, right? Right there. And then I came all the way up here, right? And then I went all the way through there, right? What if I did that with 4 lines? See, many of us are too stuck in our comfort zone. Many of us are too stuck in our comfort zone. We always think inside the box. No matter what, there's a box that doesn't really exist. Seriously, there's a box that doesn't exist. But we always tell ourselves we can't. We always put that apostrophe T. And we always have that self-doubt, right? This right here, apostrophe T. We believe it. We believe it. We always believe what we're unable to do. And it's exactly what I was reading earlier. Here's the problem. Most people are thinking about what they don't want. And they're wondering why it shows up over and over again. Right here. Oh. Right here. Here's the problem. Most people are thinking about what they don't want. And they're wondering why it shows up over and over again. I just want to share with you that here we are talking about affirmation. Here we are talking about self-development. And here I am giving you a visual because that's how I am. I just want to share with you just because I showed it to you in a 9-dot exercise, just because I read it to you and I showed it to you on there in the book that I'm reading. What is it? It's called The Secret, but in actuality, you know, it's not a secret. They want you to dive in. That's the principle to this whole thing. It's not a secret. They want you to dive in to know what it's all about. Here's another thing I want to share with you. I learned about this in a book. I took it to the next level. Here it is right here. On my composition book. Right over here. Right over here it says The Passion Test. Right over here. And it comes from a book called The Passion Test. Easy to remember, Janet Atwood. If you can remember the singer, Janet Jackson, Michael Jackson, especially if you want to remember Janet. Easy to remember her name. If you know the telephone company called AT&T, You can remember at. Most furnitures are built with wood. Last name is Wood. At Wood. Easy to associate, easy to remember. That's how I remember things. Simple. Right? So here I went to a card. I told myself, man, I can't be carrying this book with me 3 times a day. And knowing that I use my keys a lot, right? I gotta open the door, I gotta go ahead and get in the car. What does that have anything to do with it? Well, I want to be able to remember what I'm working towards so that I can be successful, right? I'm changing my thinking. I'm developing a habit, that keeps me on track on what I'm working towards, keep me focused. Put it on here. Speak it out loud and to remind me what I'm working towards. Because this book I use probably once or twice a day. What do you mean? Well, there you go again. Visual again, visual again. It works, right? My dream, what am I working towards? My goals, what am I working towards? It reminds me. It reminds me on a daily basis what I'm doing. It reminds me on a daily basis what I'm doing. Why am I here? Why am I doing this? It reminds me. It reminds me. What am I doing? What am I doing? It reminds me. If you have a dream, which I know you do, because you're here watching me, you're here watching this gentleman right here on the panel, you're here watching this lady on the panel. The reason why you're here is because there's something valuable. There's something possible. I'm not just doing this just to do this. I'm doing it for a reason. Break out of the hustle and bustle. I don't need to be dictated what I need to do. I want to be able to live the dream that I have set myself for. That's why I have this right here. That's why I have this right here. This right here is the same version of what this is right here. It's to keep me on track and on focus on what I'm here to do. It keeps me, oh yeah, I need to do this. Oh yeah. Don't be overwhelmed. I mean, seriously, you don't need to be overwhelmed, because if you follow what they tell you to do, no matter what, make it simple. Make it simple. And what I mean by making it simple, write out a list on what it is that they tell you to do. Blog daily, read daily, listen to an audio daily, market daily, email daily. Put it on a list, put it on a piece of card. Write it on paper, whatever is available for you. Just write it down. Put it to your computer. Put it somewhere that you normally look at. If this is a space that I always look at, I look at it. And it's right next to your computer. It's not far away. I mean, how far is that? Just attach it to your computer or something. It'll keep you on track. Helps you to get focused. Put the earphone in. Put the earphone in. You're not going to get distracted. Anybody's like calling you, Chris! That's it. Just stay focused. Don't lose vision. You know, like when there's a horse race, what do they put on the horse? Blinders. Put up your blinders, and you be focused. You be on target. You know, the reason why I'm here is because I've seen an opportunity. I've seen an opportunity online. And you're here and you're watching the opportunity. I'm born with cerebral palsy. I have a learning disability, and no matter what, I can't cover it. It may not seem like I have one, but I do. I'm born with it. But I overcame the obstacle, and that's why I was showing you the exercise that I just did. Think outside of the box. What's possible? What can you do? I shared with you, I put the lamp over here all this time, so whenever I'm doing videos, I don't look this bright on the video. I look super dark. You know, you got to think outside the box. Where does the light, I mean, where can people actually see me where they don't just see a silhouette? You know what I mean? Put the light in front of you and then it'll work. You know? With that in mind, I just want to share with you that in regards to the Titan, it can change your life. If I can do an online business and think outside of the box, I have a strong possibility that you can do it too. I mean, look at Shelly. Without computer experience, you know, she was able to do it. And she's learning every single day on something new. I mean, look at Anthony. You know, he was working a job. I mean, he loved video games. He didn't know anything about marketing, but he loved video games. But he started seeing people that are getting results and seeing that they're changing their life. Whether you're making, you know, whether these people on the panel are making money or not, I just want to tell you, you're making a difference, not only for yourself, but you're making a difference for others as well. Because you're growing every day. And what do I mean by you're growing? I mean, I'm not talking about that. Oh man, you're getting to be an old bag. No, I'm not talking about that. You're growing every day here and here because you're wanting to do it. You may not be able to be making it financially, but I just want to tell you, you're making it happen because you're wanting to get the results. You're wanting to live the dream that you believed in. You're wanting to change from what was started on here in the beginning to go outside the box. And that's what you're doing. The more you're out there, I'm going to tell you, the more people are going to want to know, what the heck are you doing? Why are you such the happy person that I've never seen before? You know, I'm up for the 7-day challenge. I just want to tell you, that 7-day challenge, I could have had quit a long time ago. I could have quit after the first video. But I chose not to because I made a commitment. And people are out there wanting to know what it is that you're doing. So if that's you, get online and get connected with this gentleman, Anthony, that's online. He'll give you his link. If you can relate to him, get connected with this guy because he is awesome. He is totally awesome. I've seen major breakthroughs to this gentleman right here that you wouldn't believe. If he doesn't resonate with you, please by all means, connect with this lady that you see on the screen right now. Please by all means, get connected with this lady that you see on the screen right now. Because, man, I just got to share with you, this is a story that I first heard out of all the hangouts that we've been together. This is the first testimony that I've heard from her 2 times that I've met her in person. in Nashville, Tennessee. It's the first time I've ever heard her story. And is it made up? No way. We're not here to tickle your ear. We're not here to tickle your heart. I'm just going to tell you, we got way better things to do than to share stories like this. This is a true story that she had ever shared on this Google Hangout. And I gotta say, this lady right here, she is awesome. And I've seen her kids in person. I've seen Kit and I've seen Zephaniah. And wow, man, awesome, awesome, major breakthrough. You want to connect with her. I just got to tell you, you want to connect with her if you resonate with her. Because every time that I see her on the Hangout, man, it's just like, wow, story after story. And, you really want to connect with this guy, man. His heart is flooded. This guy's heart is flooded. And he's there. I mean, you listen to him speak. Man, like, wow, what are you reading? What are you listening to? I want to jump in with you, man. I mean, like, wow. And he has the book of knowledge, man. He has it there, and he knows his stuff. These two people right here that you see, Anthony and Shelly, they got it. They got it down. They got it down. Connect with these two people. And, if anything, if I resonate with you, it's only because I'm a visual person. It's only because, I got to see it. I got to dive into it. And if anything, I give these two people on the panel. These two people on the panel, I give Anthony and I give Shelly props. They're on it. They're on it. If it wasn't for Shelly sending me the message, are you gonna jump on? I'm like, game's on, man. Let's go. I just want to let you know, I'm gonna give it back to Shelly. And thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for tuning in.
Thanks, Chris. You're gonna make me cry. I love Chris so much. This is just another reflection of how you are affected when you get into this business with us, because you develop true, real friendships, and we are all true, real people. And earlier today, I had, a person who was interested in making some money, and they were like, well, can you send me a picture? And I sent a picture, and they said, no, send a picture with your tongue out. And I'm like, what? And he said, because I want to believe that you're really who you say you are, so I was like, whatever. I took a picture with my tongue out, and they said, no, can take glasses off and take a picture. And I was like, look, man, I'm the real deal, I'm as real as they get. So if you want to connect, we can do it face to face if you'd like, And but that just goes to show you how much people are skeptical online with who they're talking to, making sure that they're the real deal. And when you get on this, when you get with us, like Chris said, when we first met, we met online. We were friends online and working with each other online for like a year and a half before we actually physically met each other. Of course, I met Anthony just a couple weeks ago in Nashville, and which is really awesome because he got started just a couple weeks before the event. So being able to actually meet him online and then work together is even cooler, because we all know that we're really human. We're really real people. We're really, you get on a Google Hangout like this, and you can't fake yourself. You can't fake. He couldn't fake himself. Chris can't fake herself. I can't fake me. I wouldn't want to, But Chris, I love you, girl. You are amazing. You truly are an amazing person, and you are quite an inspiration. I hope you know that. Definitely have kept me going. And Chris is been one of my accountability partners for a while now, and I tell you, there were times when I wanted to give up, and Chris was like, no, don't. We can do this. We can do this. And there were times when she wanted to give up, and I said, don't. We can do this. We can do this. And that's exactly what we're here for, to keep each other accountable, keep each other going, because there are times when you're going to get frustrated, but you just keep pushing through, because we're willing to do whatever it takes to be successful. We're willing to do the things that other people won't do, so that our futures are going to reflect back on who we were and who we are today, you know, who we will become. And we've all got goals, dreams, big, huge goals and dreams. And I'm so excited. I can't wait to see all of our dreams unfolding. I mean, for some of us, we're already seeing those dreams unfolding. You know, that's a huge feat to be able to lose 50-some pounds. You know, I was telling Anthony earlier, I was uploading some of my old videos that I did that I never uploaded because I didn't have time when I was working a full-time job. And so I started uploading some of my old videos, and I was looking at myself, and I was like, crap, you could really see the difference in the weight I was carrying. I had a lot of zits on my face, and I was like, wow, I'm almost embarrassed to upload these things, you know, but you know what? It's part of who I am. It's part of who I was. And it's funny to watch myself as I've progressed over the couple of years that I've been online. So, you know, we all are just learning, growing, becoming better each and every day. That's where that affirmation, I am more than good enough, and I get better every day. And I think was last week, Anthony said, I give you permission to make bad videos until you can make good ones. You know, and I've actually used that a couple times this week for other people, which has been really awesome, because sometimes you got to hear that. Sometimes you need to know it's okay to do something crappy till you can do it good, you know, till you can get really good at it. So don't forget, 6 o'clock next Wednesday we'll be here. And we also will have a live webcast tomorrow, so be looking for the link that we'll be sharing on Facebook for that pre-launch. I'm going to mention that just one more time because it's very vital. The cart will be closing on Friday. So if you want to get on this at a pre-launch level and be one of the first on the ground floor to hit the market as soon as it's up and running live, you want to get in on it now before Friday. So you can get a hold of any of us on the panel, Chris, Humala, Anthony Trosclair, or myself, and we'll get you started. We'll get you the NDA link so you can sign that and take a look at what's going on behind the scenes and get in on it, because it is a life changer. And anybody else got anything they want to say?
It's 6 p.m. Eastern is all I'd say. That way everybody knows. Not 6 p.m. your time unless you're in Eastern. Yeah. I'm looking forward to next week.
Yeah, me too. All right, guys. Well, with that, we love you, and we'll see you next week. Chris?
Well, I just want to tell you that if you decide, right, if you decide to do this, please, you're not alone in building your business.
Yeah.
This is a community that helps each other. Hi, baby. How are you? This is a community that helps each other. We're not here to help you build your business. We're here to help you, to encourage you and keep you on track, and what tools that we use to help you. But we're not here to help to build your business. Just want to let you know on that. We're here to support one another and encourage one another by not using this. We don't use this. We don't pick up the phone and, oh yeah, wait, how you do that again? No, we don't do that. We do everything online. So, hey Anthony, one last thing. How did you do it with that one line?
Oh, see, I think outside of the box. I don't know how well you guys can see this, but you said that you could do it with one line. You didn't say that.
Nine dots. 9 dots.
Yeah, but you didn't say that line had to be straight, so I'd just go down and then back up and make it curve. I don't know if you can see that.
Go
I
up.
just would have done one line and make it curve.
Right on.
That's clever. And
Or
that's 3 lines, not 4.
if I had to use 4, I would just go from the center and do 4 lines like that.
But it's got to get connected.
They're all connected in the center.
That's
See,
thinking
I
outside of the box.
think outside of the box. I like puzzles.
Nice.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Right on. You know, the with that exercise, I just wanted to share with you. That exercise, it didn't matter whether you're right or wrong.
Yeah.
It's just thinking outside of the box. It doesn't matter whether you're right or wrong. It's taking out the apostrophe T in the word. You know, there was this exercise that was given to me, and it says, write your name in 30 seconds. And the guy's like, right, come on, 30 seconds, come on. And every time that he would clap, right, you had to write your name. At the end of the exercise, people had questions. And the questions was I supposed to write my first, my middle, my last name? Was it supposed to be in cursive, print? It didn't matter. It said, write your name in 30 seconds. It doesn't matter whether it's right or wrong. And I did it in 4 lines, right, to connect the 9 dots. And you saw Anthony's one. Show it back up on the screen again. And you saw Anthony's one, and he did it in 1 line. You see what I mean? It didn't matter whether it was right or wrong. It didn't matter. The point is that you did it. You did it. And you connected all 9 dots. So everybody thinks outside of the box, and that's what this whole exercise was. Thinking outside of the box, what you're capable of doing. With that in mind, thank you guys. And if you're on the Pacific side of the world, it's 12 o'clock, Wednesday. 12 o'clock, not at midnight now. You be there on the computer by yourself. 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay? I know, Hawaiian time. I love you guys. See you on the next video.
Peace, everybody.
Guys, later.